Hi, Right Writers. Thank you for joining Cruz here. In this video, we're going to be focused on Common App essay prompt number 1. And so if you are a high school sophomore, junior, or senior, this video may be of use to you. If you know of a college sophomore, junior, or senior, they might find this video useful. Thank you so much for subscribing to our channel. And thank you to many of you who have subscribed already. I really appreciate it. I receive a notification every time someone subscribes, and I'm always like, hey, I got a new subscriber. And I really thank you all. I would like to name some of you specifically. However, I know that sometimes students are very private. And if that's you, I totally get it. If you would like to be recognized as a subscriber, please just hit me up with a comment and I will definitely make sure that I recognize you. And just know that I do see your names and I see that you subscribed and I appreciate that. Let's take a look. As you can see, this is a blog post, which I will, of course, provide a link for. And if I scroll down, we can see the 7 different prompts. And we can also see that this is looking at year 2022 and 2023. So if I scroll down, again, just focusing on essay prompt number 1, what would that look like for me? How would I struggle with this as an adult and as a teacher? Because again, ultimately, right writers, I want you to see me struggle. And the hope is that when you see a fellow adult struggle with the writing, that you too realize, okay, it's not just me. It's it's a thing. Writers will struggle, and that's just part of the writing process. With that, I'm going to go ahead and click on a Google Doc now. And so I'm going to go ahead and click there. I have my link and I've got my prompt number 1. Part of this process too is to demonstrate this, authentic experience with you so that, okay, this is real. This is a real story. This really happened to her. And if she were a high school sophomore or junior or senior, she might be writing about this. So this is something that there were 2 things that I thought about with this particular topic, but I've definitely narrowed down to the first topic. But I'm going to go ahead and type both of them here because I want you to know that, again, I made the decision and why I made the decision that I made. So one thing that happened to me in my youth was I was working as a hotel maid at age 14. My uncle was the manager of the hotel. And so he was able to basically, it's because at that time you could work at age 15. And so it was sort of like when I was about to turn 15. Um, and so I was kind of caught in that middle, but in the actual year of turning 15. So I went ahead and started working at that age. So I was working as a hotel maid at age 14. The hotel was right across from a water park, from really a major water park in Orlando, Florida. And that water park was at the time called Wet and Wild. Now, the other thing I did was I moved out of my parents' house at age 16. And it was a time when my parents were going through a divorce. And I was sort of finding myself getting caught in the middle of their drama. And finally, I just got to the point where I was like, I can't really take this anymore. I'm 16 and I just shouldn't have to deal with this. So I moved out. Now, as a, an adult, I can tell you that this is something, based on my experiences with many different friends in many different states and even in some different countries, this is something that a lot of people do. A lot of young people do end up moving out of their parents' house for some reason or another. And so this is why I'm deciding not to write my topic, or the focus is not going to be on this because many college applicants may be sharing the same story. And I want my story to be different. So I'm going to go ahead and make an executive decision here, an editorial decision, and I am deleting this as an option. So I'm just going to hit the backspace and that's gone. So now, right, writers, I've got my topic and I'm going to set my timer for 11 minutes. First, I have got to, I need time to brainstorm. I've got to have time to do that and to let it sit and then come back to it. So I'm going to brainstorm specific moments from that experience. And that's what this video is about. Because if I'm able to highlight those moments, then what I want to do as a writer is I want to zoom in. I have read where college admissions officers really want to read essays that go deep. They are not interested in essays that zoom out. They would prefer to read something, that a student where the student really zoomed in on the experience. So that's how I'm going to focus all of my videos on for these different common app essay prompts. So, with that said, right, writers, I'm going to go ahead and hit my timer. I'm going to hit start and it will be at 11 minutes. And when that timer goes, I will stop and end the video. All right, timer has started. So, brainstorming specific moments, working as a hotel maid at age 14, my uncle was the manager. The hotel was right across from a major water park in Orlando, Florida. I want to say my training was about a week, being trained by an older woman for about a week. And really, I should just say for about 5 days. So 5 days before going solo. Um, being given a clipboard. I was given a clipboard with a checklist, really a cleaning checklist for what needed to be cleaned within each room. I remember hearing children's laughter and the sound of water splashing while cleaning the rooms. And I really hated this. It was like this cheesy fitted dress that came just above the knee, wearing a fitted dress. And really, it was like a polyester cotton blend. I'm going to mainly focus on the polyester blend. Wearing a fitted polyester blend dress. It was light blue. And I'm pretty sure it had like the collar was different, a navy blue collar. I remember having to knock on doors and yell out housekeeping. Not so much because, this is Orlando, the world of amusement parks. So rarely did I run into people in the morning. It would just be like at the end of the day, I would be, finishing up a room and sometimes people would just walk in, walk into the room. I mean, I remember still cleaning the room and just families just still coming in and acting like, it was no big deal. And I would just think to myself, well, that's weird. I'm still cleaning your room and you're watching me clean your room and you're in the hotel room. So that was always very strange to me, thinking that as a kid. So um, having to, um, having families into their rooms as I was finishing up cleaning the space and having them watch me finish my work. Now it doesn't seem like a big deal and I could see how that could happen. But again, you have to remember, I'm 14, 15 years old. it's not an experience that I've ever had before. So, it's one of those where, and I would never do that. If I was ever staying at a hotel room and someone was still cleaning the room, I would just go back down to the lobby. I would not sit there and watch someone clean up the hotel room where I'm staying. I just think that's very, it's not, it's a weird feeling. Given 10-minute breaks. So I'm saying seeing, but really I worked with a lot of women who were from Haiti. And again, I had never met anyone from Haiti at that age. So that was something that was unique. And I didn't really realize it until a lot of the cleaning women, they would gather around during their breaks and having cigarettes at the back of the hotel room, at the back of the hotel. And it was sort of where all the air conditioner units were, and it would be so hot back there because it was the summertime, and so I'm going to go ahead and add those in as separate experiences. But many of the women who worked there were from Haiti, and I would hear them speaking in Creole as I was just would take my break with them, even though I didn't smoke. Smells of laundry rooms, of in the giant laundry room, sounds of large air conditioning units. Just going to go through, I have about 50 seconds left, right, writers? So, being trained by an older woman for about 5 days before going solo, being given a clipboard with a cleaning checklist for what needed to be cleaned within each room, hearing children's laughter and the sound of water splashing while cleaning the rooms, wearing a fitted light blue dress, polyester blend with a navy blue collar, having to knock on doors and yell housekeeping, having families walk into their rooms as I was finishing up cleaning the space, and having them watch me finish my work, being given 10-minute breaks, seeing all the cleaning women gathered around, having their cigarettes at the back of the hotel, meeting many women from Haiti and hearing them speak Creole to one another or with each other, smells of bleach and cleaning supplies in the giant laundry room, humidity and heat during a Florida summer, sounds of large air conditioning units. And I think being given a list of, 16 rooms, 16 to 21 rooms to have completed within a pretty much 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. schedule. All right, so that, right, writers, is my time. And so, right, writers, I'm going to stop here because I have now some brainstorming ideas where I can now zoom in even further. We're having to come up with, 650 words for these essays, at least 650. Well, I guess that's the max. But, that's a lot of words. That is a tough task. So in order to do it, I would rather have a lot of options and then just seeing, okay, what can I write the most about, or what seems to be very easy for me to talk about, because again, those are going to end up becoming my main paragraphs within the essay. So I hope, right, writers, that this process was helpful and that you experiencing it with me helps you understand that this is not an easy task, and give yourself some grace, and do not be so hard on yourself when it comes to, saying, oh, like, I don't know what I'm doing. This is really hard. It is. But again, you've got to set aside some time, even if it is just 10 minutes a day, to work on it a little bit each day so that you construct something that you can be proud of. Thank you so much, Right Writers, for watching this video. And my hope is that you walk away with the confidence to have this college essay completed, submit it, upload it, and get that college application in and get it done. All right. Thank you so much, Right Writers. I appreciate you subscribing to this channel. Again, any comments, suggestions, please post them. Take care. All right, Right Writers. Bye-bye.